Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On second down, another shot for Sermon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Sermon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a handoff, Sermon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Here's Sermon. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Sermon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Lance now to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins, nothing.
Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. Here's Tua. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gaskin. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Right there, 54.
Tua going to run the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a run with Sermon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, 49ers.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. To throw, it's Lance. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down and 7. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
57's the Mike. Rock 57. I got it. 57's the Mike. 57.
Tua to try again on second down. Being chased out left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tua now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll run now with Gaskin. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Buying time to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Dancing to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tua now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid and down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Steps away to his left. Big hold to the 30. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Samson Ebukam able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Miami. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Tua. He's got it. And he's brought down.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, it's Sermon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now is Lance. James has got it. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, Lance sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now it's Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Sermon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little. And they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Steps away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this is Sermon. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, Lance. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. That's James. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Miami. Going to the air, Tagovailoa in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Tua looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. This is caught, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. Tua on 4th down. Touchdown! That's caught. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's Gaskin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Sermon. And some room to run now. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run. Here's Sermon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Lance to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Second and 11 now. And a give this time to the tailback. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0.